Papa John's, man. Talking about he did 20 months to stop saying the N-word. I'm like, what the fuck?
Such commitment right there. Like, wow, I really think he's such a brave guy for working for 20 months. Can you imagine waking up every day and that's the thing you're working on is just not saying
the N-word?
Bro, they made the memes of... The memes was fucking amazing,
like
bro.
What were they doing?
Like
they had
training in a facility.
They had like the fucking grease. You know when you type certain letters on the fucking keyboard and it's grease and the grease is all on spelling that word out.
Wow.
Yes, bro. But he just like, yeah. I'm like, whoever lets Papa John's get in front of the fucking camera in interviews, this is the second time.
Because let me remind you what his initial offense was. His initial thing that got him fired out of his position, and it was kind of controversial at the time, he was talking about the N-word. He said, I forget exactly what it was, but he was saying something like, oh, like, they shouldn't say this, and he actually said it. It was that kind of thing.
But why?
Right. Why did he have to?
Why did anyone ask him about that?
Right.
Why?
But there was some like logical context in which it was being discussed, which doesn't excuse why he felt the need to say it.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that he and, you know, we could all like apply some degree of stupidity to that. Like, why did you feel the need to do that? But doesn't seem like you're an actual racist. Then he does this interview years and years later and says that he's been working hard for 20 months.
Is that actually what he said in the clip? Like,
that is what I watched it enough.
I'm like, does he have Tourette's in the morning?
He might have said like he might have said a bunch of other stuff after that clip that clarified that actually it's very easy for him to not say it. But you know, I imagine that if we were to take the worst Klansman, the most racist Klansman, and we were to be like, yo, if he were to say, I don't want to say the N-word anymore, I'm gonna stop. I feel like he could probably make it through the next 24 hours not saying it.
Bro.
Not Papa John.
They had a meme.
He's working hard. 20 months.
They said he's looking in the mirror was like, you're only going to say the word 3 times today. It takes 20 months.
You had to like dial it back.
Hey, bro, he's looking at himself in the mirror. You're only going to say this word 3 times today.
Why did he think that was a good thing to say?
And they said they had another meme that was like, they said when Gold Digger comes on, Papa John's guy just starts sweating. I was like, oh my God. Like,
what if the reason why this is so hard for him because he's such a rap fan, that's all he listens to, and he just can't get it out
They
of
could have
his
sent Uncle John to do the press conference. Why is Papa John
Uncle
doing
John?
I don't know.
Somebody
Somebody that's connected to him.
Well, the thing is that he doesn't even work for Papa John's anymore. So he's speaking as an independent pizza man who apparently says that word a lot.
No, but like
Papa John.
This was always my thing. Like, is he Papa John? Like,
yes, he's Papa John.
He is Papa John.
He was the OG, but the brand lives on without him.
So is his name even John at all?
I think so.
He's John. He's Papa
man.
John.
So how you gonna kick me out?
Papa John, the nigga sayer.
Did he found Papa John's Pizza, or did they just hire him?
I
as
believe,
like
but
nigga?
Also I found out Lori Harvey's not actually Steve Harvey's daughter. So there's a
didn't
lot.
know that?
It's like stepdaughter.
I brought that up like a couple months ago, I think. But yeah,
It's like stepdaughter.
Well,
it's not
they
really.
changed Jake from State Farm from a white guy to a black guy.
Did they?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then the nigga from Verizon went to Sprint.
And
That was a boss move right there.
And they got rid of Apu because it was racist to have an Indian character on a TV show.
And they just got rid of Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
Which probably offends you as somebody who also loves to sexually harass.
Who?
Who? Like looking around like it's not a podcast. Like I'm just talking about somebody else.
I'm like me or him because
I'm like this. It ain't me.
You were looking at AD when you said that.
I don't really like remember that much about what Pepe Le Pew was doing.
Pepe
when I
Le
would see
Pew
him.
did have like rapey vibes.
Really?
Yeah.
What was he doing?
He's like a stalker, bro.
His whole character was like, "Oh, I'm trying to make you consent to having sex with me." Like he was just like super creepy, like just all over every girl. I don't really remember it that well, to be honest.
But it's like
from my childhood,
a cartoon, and they were like painting that so the kids would be like, "Hey, you don't want to be like this character."
But also,
I don't think that's what they were doing.
But also,
think that's what they were doing?
I think they were just like, okay, he's going to be the rapey guy on the show.
the rapey skunk.
The rapey skunk. Yeah, like it all kind of plays into the character. He's a skunk. He's like slimy and weird.
No, but the character is like, because one stereotype about the French would be that they're all like super romantic, like aggressive lovers
Sexual.
or whatever. Not really a stereotype that you really hear that much about these days, but back then I'm pretty sure that's what the primary like stereotype was there.
I just feel like there's a way of like, not promoting those type of like ideologies without without like you can show different aspects of life
Yeah,
in a fucking cartoon.
You should be able to have a character who has bad character traits, and it should be then represented through the work of art.
Yeah.
That
I
he
think
has
that's what
bad
make-
character traits. Like I would love to see Pepe Le Pew in that, but that's what they ended up coming out saying is that he had already been removed from the Space Jam or whatever for like a really long time, and that in the actual scene that they had written for him, LeBron James was teaching Pepe Le Pew about consent.
That's fire. That would be a great bro. What they need
that's
to
a great idea, too.
I'm gonna make a petition to put that back in the fucking movie.
Bro, I just imagine watching
that
that.
sounds fire as fuck. And LeBron James is like cool and nice, and he's like, "Yo, Pepe."
He's like, Pepe, keep your dick in your pants, Pepe.
Like, okay, wait. Did you?
I wish he
Your
said
little
it like
skunk
that.
dick.
Did you also see that? Like, I don't know. Some girl posted this. It was like a tweet that was like, "Oh, like ban rape scenes from movies or some shit like that."
Really?
They should.
Yeah,
They
it was
should
like-
though. That's extreme.
No.
I mean, listen, you could present something in a way
That's
that's
what I'm
not
saying.
mega offensive.
Wait.
and triggering,
But
don't
let
you
me.
think?
But let me say. No. Let me say this though. I was in high school with the love of my life at the time. We went to go see the girl with the dragon tattoo, and that scene when
I've
she
not
got
seen this.
assaulted,
That was disturbing.
She started breaking down, crying in the middle of the movie theater because it was very intense, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
It was weird. It was like you don't need it to be that intense.
Okay,
And
but
that-
I would say that I think that if a movie is going to have that kind of stuff, that there probably should be some kind of warning, because if it is intense enough, then yeah, you don't really want to like trigger somebody.
But
But,
I'll-
just because it would be triggering for some people doesn't mean that it shouldn't be represented in art at all. Like I like the
And it-
door shouldn't be closed
Yeah.
on people being able to make art about their lived experience.
It's the context of it, yeah.
Yeah, but-
because it kind of could make people like, okay,
Yeah.
this is very fucking terrible what happened to this person.
Yeah.
Make
Well,
them more
look-
sympathetic.
Well, see, look. So the thing with this specific movie and this specific scene, it was that like that was a crucial part of like the movie and the story of like how she went back and got her revenge and all that shit, right? But I feel like the way that they showed it was so graphic
Yeah.
and so in your face that like I literally had this experience at a young age. I was like 17. This girl next to me is literally bawling her eyes out because this shit was like, and that shit happened to her. So I was like, damn, like honestly, when you go through experiences like that as a man, at a young age, and you see women react to different shit like that, it kind of changes your, especially if it's a woman you really care about. That shit changes your perception on a lot of things.
You wanna know what's sad too is that that's happened a lot in my life. I've seen women experience that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's a fact.
And then it's like there's some guys, bro, that I used to be super super cool with, and women to tell me like he tried to do this to me, and I'm like, I can't
Fuck
fuck
that
with
nigga,
this nigga. Fuck that nigga. Like that's some weirdo shit right there on everything.
You know what
bro.
I found though is like holding my tongue. There's somebody that recently was associated with me in some way, and it's like people
Yeah,
said
right,
that
I'm
shit
like-
about him, and it was like I kind of like tried to ignore it, and then like I just started to like realize there was like a lot of other sketchy shit that went along. Like the person just seemed really fucked up in general, and it's kind of like
Wanna
if
know
you
who it
really
is.
believe that somebody's fucked up, like it feels like it's gonna manifest itself in multiple ways. You know, like those types of people, you usually just end up like sort of spotting it in other.
That's
ways.
true.
I don't know.
Remind me off camera to.
I would love to tell you. I would love to have this conversation off camera about somebody that I fucking was upset
Shout out to
with
Papa John's.
recently. Do we want to shout him out? Well, but okay. Nobody should be more mad about this than the people who actually own and work at Papa John's, because you have your ex-employee who unfortunately has the same name as your business going on TV and saying stuff that is just so unnecessarily stupid. He would have been so much better off not saying that. And the company would all, like, because so many people are just going to attribute this to the company, even though he's been gone
Yeah.
for mad long.
You know what's funny? The fact that like companies are like in tune with like Twitter and funny shit now. Like there was some girl that tweeted a picture of Wingstop fries, and she was like, whoever decided to put sugar in these fries deserve they dick sucked. And Wingstop replied to the tweet. It was like, wonder who did that. Like that is hilarious, bro. The fact that like
That's like Wendy's Twitter though.
That's what I'm saying. They put out a whole album, remember? And they were like beefing with vegans or some shit like that.
Something else happened recently.
What happened?
I guess Burger King.
Yes, this is what I was about to bring up. Yeah.
Burger King made a campaign. Women belong in. Was it? Women
just-
belong in the kitchen.
They tweeted out.
Yes.
Okay. Burger King UK or some sort. They tweeted
the
out.
fuck up.
Women belong in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Then they wait a couple hours. The shit goes ridiculously viral, and then they do a follow-up tweet that basically said that tweet was meant to draw attention to the fact that like the force of cooks in the American workforce is like only like 20% female, and women should feel comfortable becoming cooks and stuff.
And they're gonna put them through culinary art school.
So why the fuck
Why
would
you
any
troll?
woman want to be told this? You too can be a fry cook at Burger King.
Like SpongeBob.
Do we need to encourage women to do this job more, or can we just accept that, okay, these men are apparently the only ones who want to spend their day getting hot grease shot up onto their face while they're cooking fries?
Okay.
It's okay for women if you don't want to work in that line of work.
I see where they were going.
I do not see what they
I
were
see
going.
what they were trying to do, but they did not execute that right at
They
all.
issued a formal apology for the tweet.
I feel like you have to be so tone deaf to think you're gonna get that joke, or not even joke, but like you're gonna have people be like, okay, they were trying to say something good. Like, no, nigga, you just don't have to say that. If that's what you wanted to do, you should have just came out and said, we want to put a bunch of women in through culinary school, blah blah blah. Like, you didn't have to like bait with the joke.
I want to tell
They're trying to do a bait and switch.
all the women out there, it is so okay for you to not work the fry cooker at Burger King. Like, if you want to take care of your kids,
What if that's not what they meant?
or
What if
whatever.
You said they were sending people to culinary school,
But
right?
that okay,
That was
Burger
the-
King
yeah.
shouldn't be the ones doing that. If fucking Roots Chris wants to say, hey, like, but
That's probably good benefits.
I can think of a million ways that that's the whole thing though too, is that the only reason why we're talking about this is because they put out the really offensive
That's it.
tweet.
Exactly.
And if they hadn't done that, if they had said something reasonable like,
Oh, we
more
would've-
women should be cooks, but if they just posted
Nobody
that
would've-
fucking,
It would have got 100 likes.
nobody would care. They did that because, and that's why I don't think anyone's really mad at Burger King, is because everybody knows exactly what they were doing. They were saying something to get a reaction. We all fell for it. We all talked about Burger King, who nobody
there like a
talks
week
about.
ago.
Nobody talks about Burger King besides the house phone ever.
I went there a week ago.
I think Papa John's did their marketing.
Imagine they had dropped an N-word tweet. That would have been even more
Oh
exciting.
my god! What if it would have been like Burger King is down with the niggas?
Oh my God. Can you imagine that? It's not even funny or like
Burger King.
Burger niggas.
Burger King is merging with Papa John's.
Burger King is merging with Popeyes.
Does it make anybody else really sad when you see the Dairy Queen / Orange Julius and you realize that both of these businesses are not strong enough to operate their own retail facility and that they've had to join forces in order to get people to actually
Who
deal
the
with them?
fuck goes to Dairy Queen?
The only Dairy Queen I ever been to is inside of the South Bay Galleria.
Now Orange Julius though, it's pretty.
Well, have
good.
you never seen an Orange Julius by itself? It had to be with a Dairy Queen.
Has it been that way for so long that you can't even imagine it before that?
I've never seen an Orange Julius by
That's
itself.
like KFC and Pizza Hut.
Or like Long John Silver and KFC.
I've never had Long John
That
Silver.
shit's
You
fire.
haven't?
No.
You like Long John Silver?
I'll fuck with it, yeah.
It's good,
See,
honestly.
that's out your way though.
Yeah, you already know.
I know.
You already
Right, bro? Yeah, casino by the casino. I know which one you going to.
AD knows what's up, bro. This man.